Hey everyone, welcome to Lip Rippin' Podcast. I'm your host, Ravi N, aka Ravasaurus. Thanks so much for joining me again. I greatly appreciate it as per usual. Um, guess who's back from the dead? No, not me. Um, I've always been here, but I wanted to let you know the Clankster, is back in action. The old headset that I used to use is back for another round of action. For whatever reason, my last mic just crapped out on me. I'm not too pleased with that, but here I am for another episode. I wasn't gonna let that stop me from telling you guys a story or sharing with you some of my most recent thoughts. So let's just get going. Let's get cracking on this. I had a morning coffee and a little jog too, so I'm ready to go. So here we are. We're gonna jump right into it today. So I wanted to tell you guys real quick about the fact that the Ministry of Natural Resources, aka MNR, reached out to your boy, good old Ravasaurus, Ravi N. They reached out to me because they wanted my thoughts. Just enjoying my coffee here. They wanted my thoughts. I was like, wow, what a honor and privilege this is to be selected to take a survey from the ministry, especially a guy like me who has a lot of thoughts and is super duper passionate about fishing. So, it was a long survey. It was about 25 minutes. I put a lot of thought into it. But I wanted to share with you some of the things that were asked to me in that survey. I remember a few vivid questions, a lot of them around COVID 19. They were asking me, has my fishing increased? Has it decreased? Blah, 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 right? Because I think what they're doing there is they're targeting, uh, I guess, avid anglers or people who have bought licenses multiple years in a row, like myself. And they want our God's honest feedback. But the thing is, for me, my fishing patterns didn't change because of COVID. If anything, um, they stayed exactly the same. They might have lessened a little bit because I don't have a property up north right now, so I was pretty much just renting boats and cottages last year, but that didn't deter me. But a lot of the questions were around: do I think that licensing is fair? Is it priced fairly? And honest to goodness, for a fishing license in Ontario, I think it's completely reasonable. But what they neglected to ask me about, or maybe they did, and I hope I gave my honest feedback. But what I don't recall them asking me about is what I think about the outdoors card. Now, I think the outdoors card is just simply a gimmick. Back in the day, you used to be able to buy a conservation license or a sports fishing license, and the only difference between the two of those is the amount of fish you get to keep. Um, the tags are reasonably priced for a year, $26 for a sports fishing license, and I think like 17 or 18 bucks for a conservation license. And I think that that's fair, but they've done this bullshit gimmick where you have to have an outdoors card with your fishing license. And the outdoors card is 2 years. So if you buy a 1 year fishing license, you could have an outdoors card that doesn't expire two for another 2 years and still have the need to buy a fishing license. Now, that should just be a fee included either in the license, or it shouldn't even be charged, because that's the most bogus. What the fuck are you charging us to go outside? What's an outdoors card? That means we can go outdoors? What kind of nonsense bullshit is that? That doesn't even make any sense. And this outdoors card thing, guys, is about 4 to 5 years old. And on the onset, it was a fucking disaster because it didn't register in the system, whether or not you bought one the last year or not. So if you lost your outdoors card, that is a 2-year term. You just bought a new one the next year, and so that happened to me the first couple of years. And thank goodness I went online this year to purchase my license, and they had the outdoors card on record, on file, so that really helped out a lot. And so, and like I put my outdoors card away like it's gold. Half the time I can't find it; it's locked up somewhere, so I don't lose it. But yeah, I think that's stupid. But they were asking me a lot of questions about COVID, a lot of questions about, did it increase my fishing? Did I do more fishing? Do I think the cost is fair? Where do I fish? What are my limits? Do I catch and release? Yes, I do, but I also catch for keeps as well. We try to put back a lot of the monsters so that they can keep making babies. But there's definitely a lot of eaters in Ontario, and my family loves eating fish. So I do fish for sustenance, and I do fish for fun. A lot of the little ones go back, and we request them to find their mama or their dada and bring them back to the boat, for us to have some fun. So yeah, that's what I have to say today. I just wanted to chat real quick about the ministry reaching out to good old Ravasaurus for his opinion. And trust me, I gave it to them many times over. But I just think that they're trying to gauge whether or not they can hose us for more money, because of the fact that my fishing has increased. I did have an opinion that I did share with them, which is, we need to close off all these hydroelectric dams and all this bullshit, dams that are affecting the fisheries up north, and this whole opening and closing of the lakes and shit and rivers is weird. I know you guys are doing it for a reason, but share with us what reason that is, because I don't know if you're protecting fisheries, or I don't know what's going on really and truly. But yeah, that was one of my encounters with that's one of my experiences with M&R, and I have a couple other ones too that I'll share with you some other time. But yeah, just wanted to touch base real quick and resurrect an old friend. My old microphone came back in action to say hello, and I just wanted to share with you guys that quick info regarding the M&R survey. And if you folks are fishing this season, being 2021, please do go out there and get your fishing license. Support the fisheries, support the Ministry of Natural Resources, and make sure that you guys are protecting the species for future generations. Put some back if you'd like, put a lot of them back. That's what I like to do. But also catch and keep if you need to, and if that's something you guys want to enjoy, like a nice shore lunch or a nice fish fry on the beach, that would be sick. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me on another boat ride. I greatly appreciate your guys' time as per usual. Come on down soon. We're getting in there. The season's about to pop off here in Ontario. It's late May, so let's do it.